You can take any topic you want and achieve greatness as long as you put the work into it. You know yourself best and you know what your heart wants. The hunger in you is there for a reason and you wouldn't have it if what you envisioned wasn't meant for you. Hi guys, I'm Kinga and welcome back to my channel. I see so many people wanting something so bad but finding ridiculous excuses about why they didn't start their journey yet. When you crave achievement in some area of your life to the point that you don't feel like your life makes sense without it, that's the point where you really start going forward and pursuing your vision. However, many people push away the thoughts they have and they do anything but what they would have to do to feel achieved. That's active procrastination. You fill your schedule to say you have done something productive during the day, but what does it matter if that's not what you want to do at all? What you are doing, in fact, is a bunch of unnecessary things that don't get you any closer to your dreams. What I'm about to say next might be hard to hear, but most likely is the thing that you should hear. What you are avoiding the most is holding you back from achieving what you want. Because deep down, you know very well what next step you should take in order to get wherever you want. However, for some reason, you are not doing it. Ask yourself, why is that? Maybe it's because you know how long the journey in front of you is, but the sooner you start, the sooner you finish, and you know that. You see, with life purpose, the thing is that when you finally start taking steps towards what you have been thinking about for those long years, everything starts to feel like you're finally fulfilling your life purpose, and that feeling is unmatched. Finally, you start seeing clear path and what you're doing is improving your life in the exact way that you want it. It feels sometimes like you are in a different reality when hours pass by and you don't even notice it because you have been so focused on what you're doing that hours feel like minutes. There is a passion like this waiting for you. You just have to discover it. Just so you know, everyone has those excuses for not starting or not showing up coming up to them, but it's up to you if you go against them or not. Don't think that not going against those excuses is easy. It will be easy now, but not in the future when you feel like you haven't done in your life what you really wanted and you haven't achieved anything. Going against your laziness will be hard for a moment, but the feeling of achievement is 100% worth it. There are various excuses. For some people, the excuse is that they still have stable jobs, so they don't have to pursue what they really want. And that's choosing temporary comfort over long-term fulfillment, because the job you have right now doesn't care about you. If you are working for the company, most likely they would be able to replace you within a month max, because that's the notice time. You don't owe anything to the company you are working for. You have done your job and they paid you. It's fair and it happened just like it was said in the contract. Take care of yourself and make the plan how to change your situation if you don't like it. You show how much more important other people are for you than you by actively choosing to stay in a position in life that hurts you. You cannot spend your professional career unhappy just because you don't want to upset your boss. That he would probably replace you in a few days if they had to. Just think how ridiculous that sounds. If the excuse for you is that what you want to do won't bring you money, just say that you are not willing to do it for free until it starts bringing you income. You know what things people make money from? It's crazy if you think that people, for example, sell used socks for a living. So if you think about it, maybe your idea that you have been perfecting in your head for so long is not completely that crazy. People make money by writing emails or posting on Instagram. If your excuse is not being good enough, then let me tell you, no one is. Everyone started their journey and no one is born with skills already perfected. Of course, people can be talented, but talent doesn't replace hard work and consistency. If you start something new, of course you will have ups and downs, but without it, you won't ever become good. And remember, I covered it in the last video that just because someone is further in life than you, in the same industry as you, doesn't mean that you are in a bad place and that you should be anywhere different. Everyone has their own journey. Let me explain why you're coming up with all those excuses and why your brain thinks in a certain way. You see, you have primitive brain and the more developed one. Your primitive brain is focused on survival. It naturally wants safety, comfort, and some sort of control power. Our more developed brain wants growth, it looks for meaning, and it is creative. And because of that brain, you look for personal fulfillment. You are able to enjoy solving problems and analyze situations on a deep level. This brain looks for ways to maximize success, well-being, and fulfillment that go way beyond the survival part. It also desires deep long-term relationships, and what is very important, it is able to control impulses in the favor of long-term rewards. For example, like investing your time into a new project that will take a year to do, but will bring you deep feeling of accomplishment. Those two brains can be often in conflict because the primitive brain wants instant gratification and the more developed brain wants to push us to do something that will bring long-term results. But your duty is to keep those two brains in balance. You cannot ignore either because one is key for survival and the other one makes your life something more than just populating the earth. Usually, the primitive brain is the one we listen to and the one that's reactions are easy to follow. That's the one you are following when you're scrolling on social media. Also, the addictive behaviors are the ones that our primitive brain seeks because they're a form of instant gratification. Same with aggression, anger, and staying in our comfort zone. When the situation is the opposite, we experience unhealthy perfectionism, over-intellectualization, emotional suppression, and burnout. So once again, take care of the balance between those two brains. What to avoid to keep those two in balance, you might ask. First, avoid stress and triggers. This is pretty self-explanatory. Second, avoid decision fatigue. Try to make your life simpler by eliminating unnecessary decisions from your days. That is why very often big creators dress the same day by day, because they are saving their decision making when important decisions have to be made in a company and not what to wear for the day. Third, avoid instant gratification. So things like scrolling content on social media endlessly, that is literally not bringing you any value. We talked about things what not to do, but what about something that you can do to more likely get to finally putting in the work and achieving your goals? As I said earlier, practice meditation and mindfulness. Set up routines so your brain and body knows what and when something is going to happen. And if that's not enough, consider therapy. You can process your emotions with help of someone else. Also, don't be embarrassed about going to the therapy. Just imagine when you are sick, you go to the doctor and here the situation is similar. If you need help with what you're currently going through, go to therapy. There's no shame about it. Again, by finding the balance between those two brains that right now in our bodies are combined into one brain, you have bigger chances to finally start work on what you're meant to do your whole life. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And as usual, comment if you would like me to talk about anything else. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful you're here. Bye.